What's up, everybody? Well, I got another FIREBAT mini PC gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're going to check out Megadimension Neptunia VII. Now, so far it failed to run at all on the Steam decks, and it didn't really run the best on the Allies. I mean, it was playable, don't get me wrong, but it definitely had some frame drops, and it was not a constant 60 FPS. And it's mostly because it refused to really fully utilize the GPU. It was basically just kind of like sitting there at like 800 megahertz instead of like the 2.2 it normally is at. It's like, what the heck? What's up with that? So that's why I think it was running kind of weird. So we'll see if it does that on here too, or if it's just a constant 60 and everything's all good. And I think it was like, at first I thought it wasn't even running at the right resolution, but I think it's just the resolution thing is broken in the settings. I looked at my afterburner window in the corner, and that usually gets enormous when I do 720p, but it was tiny. It looked pretty like small. So I was like, okay, no, I think it's at the right resolution. It's just lying to us in the setting. Still though, should run better. So we'll see if it does here. So let's just stop blabbing. Hope that OBS works. I don't know what DirectX this thing uses. If it's OpenGL, it'll work sometimes, but we just won't get a stat window for the screen recorded portion. You'll have to go to the cam recorded portion for that. Or if it's DirectX 11, it should just work just fine. But hey, if it's DX9, it pretty much never works. But one this new probably at least uses DirectX 11, I would think. But hey, guess we'll find out, won't we? Well, alright. Unfortunately, even though it's DX11, I could not get OBS to work. It did not do nothing. But I can definitely confirm at least that the resolution, even though it says it's 640p, it's actually at 1080p. I could tell because the afterburner window up here in the corner was like humongous, and it usually is at 720. That makes it so you guys can see it. 1080, it's still a little small, but I've got the frickin' thing as big as it'll get at 1080, so I don't know. Must be something to do with Windows scaling or something, probably messing with it, because on some of the other computers it still lets it get bigger than that. So I don't know what's up with it. Either way, it is actually at the correct resolution. I mean, unless it's trying to do 4K or something. I guess we'll know if we get like 20 FPS when we get in there. But it should be able to get decent FPS. And at least this one just seems to have be clocked at 2.2 gigahertz the whole time. So, we should be good. So, why don't we go hop on in, and let's see what this one can do. Alright, so let's get our gameplay here. I guess we're going to converse. That's okay. Oh, so you just don't know. Yeah, it seems so. That's impossible. Well, apparently not. Yeah, there's all sorts of birds out there today. Oh, huh. So who knows? She might have been transported in here too. Who knows? Or it might just have amnesia. Alright, one more, and then we can do something else here. But so far it seems to be running a lot better in the framing department. The other computers, or the other things, well, the Steam Decks failed to run it at all, and the Allies, even on these screens, were dropping frames into the 40s constantly. So yeah, there's certain games those things just do not like. Oh. And the other thing I don't like, I wished all games would do this, but as soon as you touch the controller, it should make the mouse cursor go away. That's one of my biggest pet peeves on PC. When you pick up a controller and then it's just, you've got the dang mouse cursor in the center of your screen. And I mean, I play literally indie games that have that work just fine, so it's like, when I see it happen in games like this, it's like, dude, what the hell? It's such an easy thing to do. What's wrong with you guys? You're literally just being lazy at that point. But glad it seems to be running better. Now, once we get to some fighting, that's when we'll know for sure. It's probably just the Allies being wonky again. But every once in a while, it's just the game being weird and badly optimized. Gotta find a boat. there was a little drop. But that's still nothing compared to the other one. The other ones were just kind of hanging out like that as they talked. I've had lots of systems drop frames going in and out of scenes like that. I don't really count that as being a big deal. What you up to, mister? So they're just gonna go and undress her forcibly. Ha! Okie dokie then. Hey, map data is good. We could use map data. Alright, cool. I wanted to get at least some babbling in here. So far the whole thing's been nothing but talking. That's alright, but definitely doesn't make for the most interesting video. Alright, so it drops a little bit, but nothing like the other systems were. Yeah, it's doing a lot better than the Allies, at least. Alright, and this I think is the exact spot we started in. Yeah, down in the 50s, but not into the 40s at least. Okay, that was not a back attack. Alright, nope, it's not one of those ones where you can explore stuff like that. Had to check, though. Can't go through those. Had to check though. Right, that's just where I came from, isn't it? Oops, got all turned around. Happens a lot. I love when I can hit multiple ones. Nope, can't reach him. Ow, you little bastard. Okay, I did not do everything I was supposed to do there, but that's okay. We'll leave that for the last video. So, let's go ahead and go wrap this video on up. Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for our Megadimension Neptunia VII. Oh, hi Misty. Again, you picked a bad time to walk in. Well, she walked right past all the smoke, so obviously she didn't care that much. I just don't like hitting the bowl with her in the room, you know? That stuff's not good for animals. In any case, the game ran much better here than it did on the Allies. It wasn't perfect. It didn't stay at a constant 60, but we were dropping down in like the 50s, and I think I saw one drop to 30 going in and out of cutscenes, but I never count those. Lots of games suck at going between cutscenes and the normal game. So, regardless, very playable on here. Still playable on the Allies, don't get me wrong. It's not like it was an unplayable experience. It just wasn't as nice as this. Now, it could just be as simple as this thing's plugged into the wall, so it can have access to better power limits. It just stays at 45 watts basically the whole time, unless it overheats, which I've got it set to not let it get over 77, I think, or 80, somewhere around there. I can't really remember exactly, but it doesn't really overheat anymore, so that's always nice. Before I let it just get all the way up to like 90 because I want it to stay quiet, but I'd rather it stay cool and perform well than stay quiet. But that's just me. There's an option for everybody. Anyway though, I'm blabbing all going on a tangent here. Let's wrap this video up so we can go finish it up on the small form factor PC. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out guys.